Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well. It is 11:21 p.m. March 18th, 2023. I hope it was a fantastic evening. We are gonna get into some 5M roleplay. Once again, if you're curious on why I'm laughing, it's 11 in the night. I'm literally I just set my bed up. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm getting like all my stuff done. And I get a message in the DOJ channel saying, hey, we want a bench trial at 11 in the fucking night. I'm like, all right, bet, bitch. So we're gonna have our first case on this character, as this character, right now. And you know what? I'm completely here for it. Let's fucking do it. So I couldn't miss the potential content that me blundering this. Even though I am ready. I am ready for this. I have been preparing. I have a 3-page document on everything that I've learned on judge stuff. I'm nervous, but hey, we can do this. We can do this, alright? We can do this. So I'm heading to the PD right now, just to get, you know, situated here. Now, for those of you who don't know, a bench trial is basically how all our trials are, technically, because normal trials are just with a jury and the bench trial is just with a judge. But in this case, what a bench trial is basically the trial happens immediately, okay? It happens immediately. And it's my decision. So Austin is involved. He can't help me at all. This is gonna be so fun. And you know I'm here for it. So I'm rushing over to the PD immediately. No meta. Alright, and I'm gonna see if I can touch base with these guys to see if we can get this on the move here. I'm trying to get here as quick as possible. 29 people in the server. 11 in the night. I've been very sick. Allergies have been crazy. I've been watching my sister's dogs for a bit. And yeah, it's been rough. It's been really rough. It's been really rough for me. I don't know where we're meeting. I'm hoping it's here. It's probably not. I'm probably just being a fucking nerd. I have no idea. Where are we meeting? Court or MRPD? I'd imagine it's MRPD, but I wanted to come down here first. If their cars are still here, then... Okay, fuck. Alright, it's court. Shit. Alright, I just presumed that it would have been MRPD. Fine. That's fine. Oh, can I change my outfit? Can I get the whole judge stuff on? I want the judge stuff on. I don't have an outfit thing. I'm on call right now. I'm getting every cent. I'm getting every cent from the second I logged on. The second. Absolutely I am. Don't at me. I was about to go to bed. Holy shit.
Hey, the less you know, the better.
You know what? I don't want to know. Jay's just like, yeah, we're monkeying. Sure. Alright. Emergency trial. Yes. At 11. In the goddamn night. I very much apologize for the ping. I was about to go to bed myself, alright? But hey, we're here. We're here now. This is gonna be my first case. It's gonna be such a yard sale, but hey, sometimes you just gotta be thrown in the deep end. Blame Don? If this is Don, I'm gonna slap that old man. Swear to Jesus. Yes, I'm breaking law. Suck my nuts. Alright. Jesus. They're not even here yet. I'm being an asshole. Alright. Man, I look good. I look good. Oh, shut off the music. Do I have food? Thank fuck. If I had to get food in the middle of this, why am I not walking like I'm supposed to be walking? It changes this on my other characters, by the way. Like, anytime I change my walk style, did I pass it? I did. Anytime I change my walk style, it changes on my other characters. If they're in here already and waiting for me, I'm gonna be pissed. Fuck, it's just me. Run into darkness makes you look like Voldemort. Actually, facts. Shave my head bald. Change my eyes. Alright, I'm gonna stay in my judge room and I'll metagame through the walls with my ears and not my eyes. Because that would be rude. Okay, so here's what we know about court. So I've been doing a little bit of research on how court works IRL. So, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Alright, I'm gonna go through it. I know that this is bullshit. So, this is a little bit more fluid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste this somewhere else. Okay? You can't see this, don't worry. Alright. So here's what we know about court. So, judge's authority. Let's start there. No. Let's start a little bit earlier. So court is about the truth. Or wait, sorry. Let me not prephrase it. Let me write as written. The truth is in the facts, which must be proven by the evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. So what that means, in my mind, is that these guys really need to show me that this person's guilty with actual evidence, whether that be from witness testimony or straight evidence. We need it. That's it. Great. I don't have any water. This is fantastic. So our authority then. The judge's authority is deciding legal rulings in the case and determining what evidence is admissible or not admissible. Okay? I'm getting pings. Austin's pinging me. Yes. Austin is asking me if I know what I'm doing. I have a good basis. There's definitely going to be some flubs. I'm sure about it. Can I tell the lawyers what they should be doing? Maybe. We'll figure it out. Listen, let's play it out. All right? Let's play it out. So, trial. This is how it starts, okay? The prosecution makes an opening statement, and the defense may or may not make a opening statement. In civil cases, this is different, but this is not a civil. This is a criminal. Hold on. Let me tell him. Not in the Discord part, though. Just in game, to the best of my ability. I probably have it. But I can do it. Maybe. We'll see. So, a note is made for myself that I should be paying attention to opening statements. Apparently, opening statements are very important, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to be paying attention to those. I'm going to be trying to write while I'm listening. This is going to be a fucking task, but we'll do it. After the opening statements, both sides get to present their evidence and their witnesses. Lawyers for the plaintiff or prosecution go first. Okay? That little sentence that I just said makes no sense, but that's how I understood it. That's it. Okay? Direct examination, prosecution/lawyer. Come in. Followed by cross-examination from the defense.
Hello, Mr. Verdin.
Hello, Mr. Jardine. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you today?
Doing great. It's not late at all.
No, it's definitely not late at all.
The people who are still in the city are just fucking mad.
Right?
All right. Are we ready, or do you want to talk to me a bit? Do you have evidence?
The prisoners just showing up right now. Unfortunately, we have no body cam. Obviously, I'm not going to give you a rundown until we're in front of everyone.
Do you guys have witnesses?
We have 2 police officers that were a part of the traffic stop.
Great. This happened because of traffic stop. We're getting a bench trial because of a traffic stop. Okay. All right. Who's the defense? Is it defense? Yeah, defense.
The defense is done by Dimitri Jones.
Can you get Dimitri in here?
Yeah, just hold on.
Because I need to find out what evidence is admissible and inadmissible.
Yeah, Dimitri.
But if it's just witnesses, there's nothing to admit.
Judge's quarters with me, please.
Hello, Dimitri. Is your leg okay? You're looking like you're a little rough.
Yeah, it's I sprained my ankle earlier. I'm alright. I'll have to just go get checked out after.
Guys, do we have any evidence to admit? Any, like, physical evidence that needs to be admitted before the trial gets started?
No physical evidence, just
From the
witnesses.
prosecution. What about the defense? Defense, you got anything to be admitted?
No physical evidence.
Alright, who are your guys' witnesses?
Officer or Deputy Walker.
Deputy
and
Walker?
Deputy Edwards.
Deputy Walker and Deputy Edwards. Defense, you got any witnesses, or are they same people?
Same people.
Okay.
Oh, and obviously the defendant also.
Okay.
I
So
don't
the
recall
defendant's
his
going to
name
be
again.
taking the stand then? Do we have a
Yeah.
bailiff? I know this might be my responsibility, but do we have a bailiff out there?
Well, we have the two deputies. Hold on, let me see if
The
Bronco's still
the
out there.
deputies cannot swear themselves in.
Let me see if Bronco's still out there. Hold on.
Yeah. You don't need any help with the leg, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get it taken care of with Nancy a little later.
All right.
I got to pay her a visit at home anyway. You know what I mean?
Very good. Very good. You know, I was going to go to bed in my old age, but I decided that, you know, sometimes you just got to jump in the deep end at 11:30 at night, just before you're
Hell
going to
yeah.
go to bed. You know, I'm here for it.
They're getting Lieutenant Bronco to come over.
Awesome. I hope Lieutenant Bronco knows how to swear people in, because I don't have that written. That should be his responsibility as the, he's a deputy, right? He's like, he's in the BCSO?
Yeah, BCSO. Yeah.
It's BCSO's responsibility to know. I'll leave it to him to figure it out.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm good. I do want to preface, while objections are expected from the both of you on either side, if there's something you would object on, I may bring you both up, and I'll say, please approach. And if I do get you to do that, basically what I'm going to say, and I'm going to preface this with, chill out a little with the objections, if it's too crazy, that is, and I'll dictate if it is or not, because we are all, and in this case specifically, we are all probably very new to this, and it's probably not our bailiwick.
To say the least.
So, we're gonna try to be, in that case alone, a little bit more forgiving, just to, you know, do what needs to be done, finding, you know, the truth, the facts, the evidence, and making sure, at least in my case, that's beyond a reasonable doubt. So, you guys can go out there, you can come back in if you're ready, unless you're ready right now, then we can get this started.
The prosecution's ready to go.
Prosecution's ready. Defense?
Yes, we're ready.
All right.
Ooh,
Head to your
what's
positions.
the
Give me a
bench
minute.
Trial happening.
That was him. I saw him tweet it.
Bruh.
Let's give him 90 seconds to get here. I don't want people
Alright.
coming in and out while I'm fucking running through all these
No
papers
one's
here.
supposed to be at a bench trial.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Fuck it, fine. We'll give him a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'll give him 90
Just
seconds.
so you know, Your Honor, the ADA is also here with me.
Who's the ADA?
Justin Shimmick.
Mr. Shimmick. All right. Great. Okay, you guys can go outside, and I'll be in a minute. And I expect the bailiff to say, "All rise."
Alabama.
All right, all rise is important. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so, we are gonna try our best, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna try our fucking best. I need some water. I'll get some water. Give me a second.
For the longest time,
Oh.
Lord of War.
That's Willie. That's a World of Warcraft video. Sorry. This one right here. Give me a second.
Hello, Your Honor. I'm just gonna stand here. Judge. Judge. I swear, if you're dead again, I'm gonna cry. Oh, all right, good.
I needed some water.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay,
of course.
hello, bailiff. Do you know what the fuck you're doing?
You
You better know what you're doing, all right? I woke up at
I
11:30. Well, I didn't wake up.
I have seen Judge Judy a few times. I know a little bit of it.
Okay, so when I go out there, I expect an all rise because I am the judge. Right, and that's what you say. All right, I want that moment.
All rise for the judge. Right.
It's just all rise.
Okay. All right.
And then when we get someone up to the stand, you're going to get them to be sworn in. Which is to raise the right hand, and you swear them in. Make sure you know the words. I want you to make sure you know the words, bailiff.
Do we have like a cheat sheet I can like put on my
Google
phone or
it.
something? All right.
Swearing in words.
Would you like me to run it by you quickly?
Yes.
Let me just.
Sorry, I need to get a drink. I heard him with my wireless headset. I'm just like fucking bolting down the stairs. And I dropped my microphone. It was
Let me
awful.
just pull up the WikiHow real quick.
Yes, please.
Okay. This is
My,
from Cambridge Dictionary. I don't think this is
My
it.
client is in need of some food.
Hold on. It should. Nope. This is not it. 1 minute, Your Honor.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. You know what? I will call. Who do I call? Hayes or Sandy?
Who needs food really bad? Come to the judge's quarter. Just one of you. That's all I got.
Oh, move.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Split that
Your Honor,
bitch.
thank
All right,
you. Your
all right.
Honor.
Who needs food really bad?
Don't give it to him. I do.
I literally,
No, no,
I'm
no.
actually about
Don't-
to starve.
Don't
Okay.
give it to him.
One of you
Promise
get,
you.
one of you is getting
I've
fries,
been
and one of
asking
you getting.
everyone.
All right, there's some fries for
I got
you,
the prize. Oh, thank you.
and there's a chicken for you,
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
and here's some soda for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Yo.
That's all I got.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, give it in.
That's awkward because my client's the one that needs it, not me.
Fuck. Give it in.
There you go, sir. There you go, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All
No
right,
problem.
bailiff.
All right, Your Honor. Just wanted the record to be known that I made a mom joke to that lawyer, and he got very upset. All right, here's what we got. Do you swear that the evidence you shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Remove the evidence part. You solemnly swear that your testimony is going to be the truth, whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. So just swap it with
I'm
testimony.
sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Then you
I
say
got
it
it.
again.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Do you swear that the testimony you shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? so
Hey,
help
that
you
sounds
God?
great. That sounds great. You're a bailiff now.
I'm-
Great. Fantastic.
Is it full time or what? What are we talking here?
It's your job as a BCSO to be a bailiff. That's it.
Oh, good enough.
Get out there.
All right. All right.
Let's blow this popsicle
We
stand.
got
Go
this.
ahead.
Where do I stand?
Uh, you stand right next to the witness thing, like in between that like dead area.
All rise, please.
Yo, are we supposed to be back here?
Oh, damn.
All right, you guys and gals can be seated. Hello, everybody. My name is Judge J. Verdin. I hope everyone's doing well. Prosecution, please tell me what the hell's going on that you're calling me this late. With your opening statement, please.
Well, Your Honor, it would seem that the defendant has requested a bench trial to argue charges of flight.
Okay, and what evidence do you have for this?
The evidence of the flight would be the two deputies over in the jury stand who stopped the defendant on a traffic stop that the defendant fled from.
And they are?
Deputy Edwards and Deputy Walker.
All right. Deputy Walker, could you stand up, please, so I can tell the difference between the two of you? Thank you. You can sit back down.
Yeah, one right there.
All right. Is that everything, prosecution?
Yes, that is the reason why we're here today, Your Honor.
All right. Defense, you guys have an opening statement?
So
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I would love to.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my client was stopped by these two lovely deputies over here.
Sure.
When the deputy on the left, while they were running his registration and all of, said, the one on the left, I believe that's Deputy Walker, correct?
I lost track.
Said, and I quote, "You better run, they're going to arrest you." Which, by that means, is a lawful order. My client was following a lawful order, and they arrested him. My client has also been requesting food from the time he got to jail until now, and the only thing he has received was the soda I got from you, the judge in the case.
Is he still hungry?
Yes.
Shit. Okay. I don't know if we can get anybody down here. I don't know how we could rectify that immediately. That'd be great if anyone has any bags of food to give the defendant's plaintiff there.
I would also like to call for this case to be dismissed, because the only thing any of us have to go off of in this situation is word of mouth. It's them saying this happened, it's us saying that happened. We can play childish games all night, but it's not going to get anyone anywhere.
I'll be the judge of that, sir. Do you have any evidence
Understood.
of your claim past the witnesses already present?
Unless this witness is willing to tell us what he said, then no.
Well, we'll see. You can go ahead and go back to your
What?
All right. Just give me a second here. Let me just pull this up, please. Okay, prosecution, you can go ahead and call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd actually like to call the defendant for my first witness.
All right, defendant, please approach. The witness stand to my left. To my direct left. That's my right. There you go.
Thank you.
Bailiff, please swear in the witness. Or sorry, plaintiff.
Their
Defendant.
right hand up, please. Do you swear that the testimony you give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Don?
Yes!
Yes, sir. I do.
Thank you, bailiff. All right, you can start with questions.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Giovanni, was it correct?
That is correct, sir.
Can you just answer a couple questions for me? I would like to dispute a few things that the defense has already brought up, if you don't mind.
He's up here. He
Okay.
really doesn't mind.
While you were in the jail cells at Mission Row, you asked for food. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Bleeding.
Okay. Is it also correct, though, that, well, the officers and the prosecution were trying to acquire you food that you then said, never mind, you'll worry about it later?
Bleeding
I don't
again.
recall that, sir.
You don't recall that?
No, sir.
Okay. So you didn't tell your lawyer to come out and tell us, never mind, don't worry about it?
Bleeding.
No, sir.
Okay, well, that's what your lawyer said to us. But anyway, let's move on.
I don't understand how this is relevant to my situation, sir.
Well, I'm just trying to show that you were
Also
not
relevancy, I suppose.
Objection,
Treated.
Your Honor. Relevance.
Irrelevant, Your Honor, is that if they claim that he was not fed and therefore mistreated while in the custody of the
Objection,
PD.
hearsay. I never said mistreated.
It kind of goes hand in hand, Your Honor.
Stand by one. Sustained. Rephrase your question or move on.
I'll be moving on. That's okay. Mr. Giovanni, were you pulled over tonight?
Leading.
Yes, sir. I was pulled over today. Yes, tonight.
Okay. And what was the reason for your initial stop?
They told me I made a turnaround and I was driving weird, so they pulled me over.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what officer or what deputy, sorry, started talking with you first and actually took your identification?
Leading.
Sir, I didn't catch his name. It's the officer in the hat.
The officer in the hat. All right. Thank you. Okay. At what point during this traffic stop, did you feel that you needed to leave?
Sir, so they identified as officers,
Leading.
but they didn't give me no badge number or anything like that, so I got spooked. But the other officer without the hat came up to my driver door and said, "They're going to arrest you. You better run." So I said, "Okay," and I ran.
Okay.
When they say "there," I didn't understand because it was like he was talking in third person.
Okay.
There, they being them, I would think if they were officers of the law, they wouldn't tell me to run. You know what I mean?
You would be correct with that. Now, can I just ask, how did they eventually get you into custody?
Leading.
Well, I kind
I'm
of
not
hit
judging.
something and my car went boom, and couldn't drive no more, and it gave up. When I realized there was a motorcycle cop, that's when I said, "Oh no, this is real."
Okay, and at that point, you decided to surrender, correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
I told the state trooper what I heard from these other officers here.
Why isn't
and
he here?
He took my statement.
You said that a motorcycle cop showed up. Was there any other officers involved in the pursuit of chasing you?
No, sir.
No, it was
Not
just...
that I could see, sir.
Okay, and just, for sake, the officers that were chasing you had their lights and their sirens on and were, like, actively pursuing.
That is correct, sir.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense for cross-examination. Rebuttal. Your call. I don't think rebuttal makes sense here, but we're going with all the words right now.
You're speaking, Dimitri. We can't hear it.
Actually, I don't think I have any questions for you. My apologies. I'll sit back down.
All right, does the prosecution and defense rest for this witness?
We rest, Your Honor.
All right, witness. Sorry, plaintiff, you can head back down.
I'm defendant, but okay.
Defendant, sorry. Words are hard right now. It's very late.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Prosecution, do you have another witness?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to call Deputy Edwards to the stand.
Deputy Edwards?
This one fine.
Yeah, whatever. Bailiff, can you please swear in the witness?
Make sure you're shouting Deputy Edwards so everyone can hear you.
All right, there you go.
Right hand up, please.
His left.
Do you swear that the testimony you shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Don?
I do.
Thank you, Bailiff. Go ahead with the questions.
Thank you, Your Honor. Deputy Edwards. Start from
Yes,
the base.
sir.
Start with you, even though we did get some of the basic story. I want to hear it from the law enforcement side. What was the reason that you were stopping the defendant today?
Not leading.
Right. So I was going north on Elgin, and I was looking in the my rear view mirror, and I seen a purple two-door coupe kind of take a right and then a U-turn, and they kind of do like a circle almost in the middle of the intersection before doing like a U-turn. I think back onto Occupation. He was headed eastbound, headed towards Popular Street in that general area. That's when I pulled him over. We stopped just before the entrance of the highway. And then that's when I got on my vehicle. My passenger did get out before me to speak to him, so I didn't hear their conversation. But that when I got out, I introduced myself, let him know the reason for the stop and whatnot. And then as I was going back to my vehicle and getting on my computer, I heard him say something along the lines, I could be incorrect here, something like "well, bye," something like that, before he took off. And we chased him. He crashed out a few times during the pursuit. Eventually, he stopped on like Vinewood Boulevard near the Up and Atom. He surrendered after he was held gunpoint and then taken the pillbox and then taken the RPD.
Okay.
But I know for a
Now-
fact he surrendered.
But did anything seem abnormal on the traffic stop? Did the defendant seem nervous or maybe trembling or anything along those lines?
I mean, his voice was a
Technically,
little shaky, but that's
more.
common for someone being pulled over by the police, I would say. Other than that, he just said he needed to get home and he was kind of in a hurry. But nothing out of the ordinary that was like super, you know.
Okay. And do you know why the defendant might want to leave the stop? Because obviously you wouldn't know the reason why he might have, but
Calls
do
for
you have any
speculation.
speculation of why he might have?
Ooh. Please.
I mean, nothing that I could say off the top of my head. Obviously, like we did search him at the end, and we did know that the vehicle came back to him. So I mean, he had nothing on him. So why he ran is still a question in the air.
I'm gonna
but
get them an approach.
no, I can't say he ran or what the motive was.
Counsel, can you guys approach, please?
Yep.
Prosecution and defense. Just over to my left. Make sure you're whispering. Defense, I don't know if you picked up on it, but there was calls for speculation just at the last question. I don't want anybody to run over anybody here. So calls for speculation on Jardine's part. And Jardine, just a note, because I don't want you to, get constant objections, even though the defense here didn't pick up on it. You were also leading the witness a bit. And if you could just ask open-ended questions, just to help out, because it's being a very, very, direct. And I don't know if the defense here was picking up. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah, no, I can be a little bit more open-ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thanks. Continue.
Hey, Debbie, I'm just going to ask you one final question. A simple yes or no will suffice. Did you or did you not hear Deputy Walker say to the defendant
Calls for speculation,
to
technically?
to run, basically?
I did not know.
Okay, thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-examination from the defense. Go ahead.
Okay. First question for our witness here. You said you were in your car on your computer, correct? Pulling up his information.
I was correct.
So is it safe to say that if your deputy was talking to him at his driver's side window, that you could have possibly not heard all of what was said?
I mean, yeah, obviously I was in my car. He's out the car talking to the guy. I'm not gonna hear what he says.
Also, my defendant brought something very concerning to my attention. I was informed
speculation?
that it took quite a long time to get him to pillbox. Is this true?
I mean,
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
It is very relevant. This is in terms to how my patient was treated after he was injured.
Overruled. Answer the question. How long did it take?
all right. I mean, like, if you want an exact minute and second, I can provide that. But I mean, I try to get there. I try to get him there as quickly as possible. I ran into a few car difficulties along the way. I mean, I try to get him
So
off
your
the
car
scene
was
as.
busted.
I mean, yeah, but that's because we just happened to be in a pursuit, right? And so I transferred him, and the only other vehicle there was a motorcycle. The only other unit on duty was up in Sandy, and it would have took longer for him to come down to Sandy, transport him to Pillbox, than it was if I tried to make my way there. I was able to just get outside of Pillbox before my vehicle broke down, and then I quickly rushed him inside of Pillbox. So I can safely say that I tried my best to get him there quickly.
So I was tended to within the same time frame by an officer that was actually, I believe, off duty. I thought I saw him in this courtroom. Maybe I was wrong. Is it safe to say that they could have transported him there themselves like they did me when I was injured down at the gas station south of MRPD?
Pause for speculation.
Sorry, what is your question?
Is it safe to say that the officer that tended to me that I believe possibly was off duty could have helped in that situation? I was tended to
Objection,
south of
Your Honor.
MRPD similar time.
Stop, please. Go ahead.
Again, relevance in this situation. An off-duty officer has nothing to do with this, and his personal experience has nothing to do with this case.
Sustained.
It deems
Sustained.
to...
Sustained.
Okay.
Move on.
So the sheriff's office failed to get my client to a hospital within a reasonable time frame, which that's fine. I rest on this.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any more questions from the prosecution?
We rest, Your Honor.
A firm witness, you can go back to the stands, please. Prosecution, your next witness. There's an ebb and flow here. I like it.
Deputy Walker, Your Honor.
Deputy Walker, step forward, please.
Which side you want me at?
Left. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. My left, not your left.
Okay, okay.
Let's keep him guessing. Bailiff, please swear in the witness.
Do you swear that the testimony you will give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Don?
I do.
All right, thank you very much. Can you go ahead and state your name for the record? I forgot to do it. The other witnesses. It's okay.
Devontae Walker.
Thank you very much. Prosecution, go ahead.
Deputy Walker. I'm going to keep this simple because we've kind of got the story already from both sides of what happened leading up to the stop. I just want to start out simple. Did you have a conversation with the defense?
Yes.
Okay. In that conversation, did you at any point give a direct order for the defendant to leave the scene in a pursuit?
No, sir.
would there have been anything that you might have said that was mistaken for those words?
No, sir.
Should remind him the laws on perjury.
That's all the questions I got for him.
All right, just give me a second. Defense. Defense, go ahead. I don't remember. Fuck.
So you told prosecution there was nothing you said that could have been taken, even like misunderstood as telling him to. Can you tell us what was said?
Yes. Yes.
So
Great.
I walked up to his driver's side window after my colleague over there went back to the vehicle to run his name.
Walker, sorry.
I'm screaming. Can you not hear me?
Oh, barely. Oh, never mind. Might just be me.
He's cool.
Am I quiet?
You're louder now, but it's
Louder
fine.
now? Okay.
Go ahead.
As I was saying, I walked up to his driver's side window after my colleague went back to his car to run his name. I was just laughing with him because he has two first names. And then I said he's going to be arrested. He said, arrested for what? I said, no, I'm just joking. He said, okay, bye, and took off.
So is it safe to say that he could have possibly taken that as a sign that it was okay for him to live?
I don't see how you could take saying you're being arrested. No, I'm just joking as a sign to leave.
If he is not going to be arrested and he's not going to be charged for anything, is there a reason for him to stop?
He's still detained on a traffic stop.
Also, what I heard from my client, and no offense to you, but I have to take his word. You said, and I quote, "They're going to arrest you. You better run." Now, are you saying he did not tell the truth when he was up on the witness?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I have another question. Can you give me just a moment?
Yep. Take a moment. So he's saying that he's committing perjury. He said, she said. Very hard to prove, but that's what the court's for. It's proving he said, she said. They don't have a lot of evidence. Needs to be beyond a reasonable doubt, and so far.
Alright. Sorry about that. Would you see any reasonable reason for a man that has both nothing on him and nothing in his vehicle, with a vehicle registered in his name, to run in a situation like that?
There's still possibilities of why someone could flee or be in a rush. He told myself and Deputy Edwards that he was in a rush to get home. He could have something in the oven he has to get to, or a medical issue at home. There's plenty of reasons that might not be illegal, but still might require him to be in a rush and have him end up fleeing.
Now, I will, actually, I'm gonna rest on this.
All right. Prosecution or defense, you have anything else for this witness?
No further witnesses, Your Honor. Just final statements, hopefully.
Would you like to recall any witnesses?
No more, no.
No further witness.
Affirm. You can go ahead and head back to your seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, let's start with the prosecution for closing statements.
Your Honor, at the end of the day, looking at it from a legal standpoint, the defense was taken onto a traffic stop, and he illegally fled said traffic stop. That's just the cut and dry of it. to go in any other way would be going against the law in this sense. I feel that the defense knew what he was doing. I feel that these officers did their duties to the best of their abilities. And I feel like the defense should pay for the crimes that he's committed. That is all from me.
Defense, closing statements. This is fun. I like this.
Sorry, Your Honor, this seems to be the same going back and forth that I mentioned earlier that was probably going to be, because there is no physical evidence as to what happened other than personal statements of what happened. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter is they pulled my client over, someone who had no reasonable reason to run.
Is that a criminal record?
As he said, like, there was no foreseeable reason. That the first witness said that himself, the officer that pulled him over. He then surrendered himself when he found out it was a real pursuit. What my client has said, which I have to take as the truth, was that he was told they were going to arrest him by the other deputy and was told to run. So he ran. He didn't know if they were real officers or not. I can't speak to the truth on that, but I have to take his word. Just like the prosecutor has to take their words. It's our jobs. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is their car was damaged and it took them a longer time to get him to medical attention than it should have, which could have possibly resulted in serious bodily harm to my client. And we're still going to have to get him checked out by a doctor after this again, just to make sure there wasn't anything they missed, as well as
That would have been useful.
sir, have you still been given food at all?
No, sir.
Rest in peace.
I think I'll rest on.
All right. All right, I'm going to call a quick 5-minute recess. You can go ahead and head out. You can stay in here. It's fine. Just give me 5 minutes.
Oh, shit. All stand.
Let's rise. Prosecution and defense, can you come to my chambers, please?
Is it Benelli here?
Who's this? Oh, it's ADA. That's fine. Okay.
The
What's this guy's name again? The defense. Not you. You're the guy you're defending.
I'm sorry, I don't have the best memory right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you
go
want to ask him.
Something Giovanni.
Yeah.
How the Adrian Giovanni?
I'll leave you alone for 5 seconds.
That might be it.
And you're going to get in trouble.
Now I need
Giovanni,
food.
what's your first name? Giovanni.
It's
All right,
Adrian.
Yes, it's Adrian Giovanni. Sorry.
All right. Thank you. You can go and leave me for a bit.
Us two?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Hey Siri. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. So first of all, there's like, other than just vocal evidence, like, the question I'm asking myself right now, and I haven't made my conclusion yet, but the question I'm asking myself is there a, let me get the exact verbiage here. Is it evident beyond a reasonable doubt? Is there no potential possibility that this could not have happened? Okay? That's the main question. Now, I'm sure you are, guys and gals could answer that for yourselves, but let's look at what we do have. So, the thing is like, let's say, for example, we say that Adrian here. Sorry, I had to take a drink. That Adrian here, who I don't know if it has anything on his record, which I'm not going to, like, I'm still looking this up because I am curious. But if he doesn't have anything in his record, like, that's good. But is Adrian here, you know, poor little Adrian, is he, you know, is he committing perjury? Are the deputies committing perjury? Or is there just straight up enough evidence? What is happening? I don't think I can look at the roster. This bad, man. Is it incidents? Is that what it is? He's literally got one charge on him. First crime. I think I can use this, right? It's literally his first crime. Oh, aggravated assault on ES. Did he get that here, though? Did he get that here? Because I would imagine it's important for background, right? No, all I got is a... Okay, so it's not his first thing. But I can't see anything else, so I'm fucked. It's fine. Okay. So, do I, with everything that's been said, do I believe, without a reasonable doubt, that he did or did not do this? Give me 30 seconds of not talking. Just give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna ponder. Yes, can I help you?
Client just passed out in the courthouse.
Alright. Jesus Christ.
I gotta do my job.
He needs some milk.
Bailiff.
All rise.
Bailiff.
We're
Yes.
already
Oh,
right.
yes.
Handle
We're
that
all
unconscious citizen, please.
We're all.
I can't rise.
The defendant is not risen. He is currently seizing.
Sir, what do you need right now, sir? What's wrong? Tell me what's happening here, pal.
I would like to make it known my
Get me over
client
there,
still
I'll
has
help.
not
Sir,
received
what's
his
happening here,
food,
pal?
and he has passed out
Does
due to
anyone
not
have
receiving
any
food.
bags of food?
No.
No, but I have a defib.
Excuse me.
We need to boost him back up.
Sir.
Excuse me, Jon Snow.
Are you hungry, sir?
That was rude.
Does anyone?
What's that?
What do you mean that was rude? You got white hair.
I'm old. Of course I got white hair.
My
You need me to-
client has died due to the malpractice
No,
of
he's
these law enforcement officers.
Yo, my client. Underline my. Feed him, bro.
Police officers, not a
Listen,
You can't strike
I'm gonna go
anything,
look for
sir.
food. You guys got food? You got food?
Sir, how we doing? What, you need to eat? Is that what's going on?
I'll allow the law enforcement to handle this.
You need some milk?
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so here's my thing, alright? I feel like there isn't enough evidence to say whether he did it or whether he didn't, right? I love witness statements. I think they're great. I think in another case, like, maybe. But, like, everything's, like, gibbled, right? Here's what I know for a fact, alright? Here's what I know for a fact. The thing is that I know he surrendered. I know that he fled. But what I don't know is if he fled illegally. But even if, here's something else that needs to be thought about. Even if the officer said, you should run, I don't think that matters. He still ran. He's still detained. But, that being said, I feel like it's all muddled, right? I feel like it's all muddled. I don't think there's enough information on that specifically, and it's not, I feel like it's not enough. Okay? I feel like if we're going to court, there should be a lot of information, there should be actual physical evidence. We have nothing. And I feel like just because the prosecution has 2 witness statements from 2 deputies, I don't think that's enough. I have spoken. That is my thing. Let's go tell everybody. Alright, is everyone good?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Alright.
All rise, please.
Everyone can sit down.
Country as what's his name? That's your old buddy there.
Alright. So, I am of the opinion that the defendant here, Mr. Adrian, if I'm saying that correctly, I hope so. Giovanni. I am of the belief that whether he did or did not commit the crime is irrelevant due to the amount of evidence we do not have. For me, I personally, as the judge, would love to see from the prosecution and the police department in the future more evidence with their body cams, with their witnesses, with their, vehicles and all that. I would like to see more evidence, and I feel I cannot say without a reasonable doubt that the defendant did do this crime that the prosecution states. So, with that being said, I don't think he should be charged. That's it. Thank you.
What?
Phony baloney.
Yo,
That's it.
yo, I want a rematch. Like what?
Did we win?
You won.
What are you unsure about?
We
Your
won!
Honor?
Woo! Woo! We won! We won, boys!
That'll be all. You can leave now.
They're like what?
We won!
Judge, you're out of line.
Taylor.
Your Honor, what are you unsure about?
Think of the precedent this is gonna set, Judge.
Yo, nah, hold on. What you unsure about?
Think of the precedent, Judge.
No, I'm about to get real life mad. What are you unsure about?
Listen to me. I'm not gonna argue with people here.
Nah,
That's
'cause
it.
a
That's my
criminal-
ruling.
a
That's it.
criminal-
I'm just asking
That's
you
my
a
ruling.
question.
We don't want him to get pissed off.
I'm not gonna be
I'm about to
answering
get
any
pissed
questions.
off.
I'm not gonna be answering any questions. If the prosecution
No.
wants to talk to me,
Yeah,
The
can
prosecution
I
wants to talk
can
to
I
me.
with you for a
All
second?
right,
They can,
hey, you
they
lucky
can
I
talk
don't
to
get
me.
active for real.
Okay, can I just talk with you?
all
for
right,
a second?
defense, come on.
Oh.
Prince guy, come on.
I mean, in all seriousness, like, what else more do you need?
Body cam.
We can't expect every single officer to use body cams. Some just don't have the means. to
Defense,
do
get
so.
in here.
That motherfucker asked me for a job as a prosecutor. Now he's shit talking us. All right.
Okay. So go ahead. What's your problem?
Okay. My problem is that yes, a lack of body camera. We can't expect every single officer to have body camera, and because some just don't have the means to do so.
Well, on
It's not just body cam. You can speak up.
On the downside of that, it's innocent until proven guilty. If you do not have the evidence to prove them guilty, then
He's
no
right. The
evidence
prosecution
shows
has
that
the
there is.
burden of proof, and I don't feel like it was enough.
We had
Yeah,
The
two
officers-
witnesses.
personal testimonies are not
officers
proved. Personal testimonies are not proved.
sworn in
hmm
giving their statements.
I'm not saying they committed perjury. To be clear, I'm just saying there isn't enough to convict, in my opinion. So let me be clear and what I'm looking for in the future here. And I don't care what anybody says. This is my opinion. All right. And that is that it doesn't just have to be body cam. I want something more than witnesses. Okay. And here's the reason why. Every single charge, every single arrest is going to have more than one, in most cases, more than one officer present. So what precedent is being set to say, hey, you guys got two witnesses, I guess you win because they're police, they're not going to perjure themselves. I feel like there needs to be more. personally. Now, does that mean that it needs to be body cam and it needs to be fucking perfect evidence? No. But, like, the car, the prints,
of this case,
I understand. But I don't think that 2 cops is enough. That's it. I feel like...
that's all that's there. That's all that's there.
I understand.
So by saying that, though, like, a group of, like, 4 criminals can gun down 2 cops, and then the 2 cops go, this is what happened. The 4 criminal goes, nope. But it's their word against theirs. Like, what are you going to do in that situation?
In that situation, you would have physical evidence, bullet casings, blood. You could prove that they shot, and then in turn, you could prove that they are the culprit. In this specific scene, it's too little. Go ahead, defense.
We also did not have all the witnesses on the stand.
Yeah, where was Clarkson?
He was witnessing it all and just never got called.
To my knowledge, Clarkson showed up at the very brunt end of it and had nothing to do with the initial conversation.
At the end where they actually arrested him, from my knowledge, and he took his statement as to them telling him to run. And from what I understand, what I heard during the 5-minute break, Clarkson isn't too fond of those officers, and he said that chances were one of them did say something that was silly.
Again, at the end of the day, a traffic stop is done.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just run from a traffic stop.
Here's my question.
This is going to set the precedence of criminals going, they told me to run, and there being no other proof otherwise, and criminals getting away with it left, right, and center.
What stops somebody from using 3%, even people with bad stuff, okay? And you know what I mean here. 3% is all they need of their main, let's say for better terms, CPU is 3%. Anybody could do it. I'd be willing to sit down, and I have in the past sit down with people to teach them how to do it. It's not that difficult, but also that's not the one thing like I'm looking for. It's not the be all end all. It's like, oh, you need body cam. No, like it could have been as small as like stating his criminal record, for example. It's like he has a history of crime, right? But like I looked on his record and I saw past crimes that it wasn't brought up. Why not? It's not that anybody perjure themselves. It's not about that. It's about the burden of proof and within a reasonable doubt. That's the word I'm looking at. Reasonable doubt. I had a reasonable doubt that I couldn't say without a shadow of a doubt that this person did or did not do it. Because I didn't have enough. So if you had stated, Jardine, if you had stated, hey, he has a past crime background. He's done this before. We've dealt with him before. That would all have led, and if he hadn't have refuted that because he couldn't have, because it's on his record, then I probably would have ruled in your guys' favor. Now, what I don't like seeing is when I make a judgment, and then everybody approaches, including the bailiff, and argues with me because of my judgment. Your witnesses were out of line, the bailiff was out of line, and some people from the gallery. I understand. But next time, when that happens, they're going to be getting contempt. So you make sure that the next time you have witnesses and they do that shit, I'll be giving them a contempt. I'm not fucking around. It's disrespectful. Okay? Now, other than that, from an outside, I hope you don't have any more questions, Jardine.
No, I got no more.
All right. Defense, are you good? You don't have any questions?
Yeah, I'm good.
From an outside point, this was probably all our first times doing this. Am I correct? Defense, I don't know if you've had any experience.
Yes. If it wasn't obvious, yes.
Yes. So I think, at the end of the day, it's a small crime. It's not a huge deal. I'm sure some people have been pissed. They can get bent. Doesn't matter. It's my ruling.
I think they're more mad over the fact that the guy literally admitted to fleeing. And then
where was that evidence, though? Where? I didn't hear it.
So
he literally said, "I fled."
Hang on. At that point, he was on the record saying that he was told to run, so he did. He
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, that's his. That's fine.
And if he like just looks over that, or if he uses that against him, then he's saying that my defendant committed perjury.
Yeah.
Whereas there's no evidence of anything actually, which, like he said, unfortunately, as the prosecutor, that is all on you. My job is to dispute that evidence and provide as much evidence as I can to his innocence.
Yep.
Which, in this case, I didn't have to provide any because
They had the burden of proof.
well, because of the incompetency of the officers.
I wouldn't say that. I think everyone was competent. I just think there wasn't enough.
Also,
Well-
it's not the PD's job to feed a suspect. We're not a restaurant. I'd love to see the policy that says we have to feed.
If
What I
you
would
are-
say,
you're required to be fed in jail.
what I would say as a retort to that, Jardine,
Yeah, in jail,
is
in the prison.
He was
the
in a
police
prison on a
officer
jury.
is responsible for the convict's needs. Period. I don't know where that's written,
Put it in
but
right now.
I'm sure it's in the SOP, and you can fucking
It's
look.
not. I
It-
promise you, there's nothing in there that says
I
we gotta
promise
feed
you,
'em.
if it
Should
wasn't,
be-
they would punch the convict and not get in trouble. Now, mind you,
That
I
shows-
haven't
that
read your
shows
guys'
that's police
SOP.
brutality. That
Yes,
has nothing to do
I
with
understand, but as I recall it, is they were responsible for them. Maybe it doesn't say their needs, but you know, I would
that.
check.
I'm gonna
I
read the
can't.
SOP now.
Yeah, search up responsibility, needs, criminal. I'm sure you would find something that says something along the lines. And if not, you should make a recommendation. Even though you don't
I'm
want
not
it.
making that recommendation.
listen.
That's stupid.
Listen, that's
The
very
prison
important.
System should feed them, not the
They're in a
prison
cell. They can't do shit. There's a reason why you bring them
No, they
to
could run
the
around the prison,
hospital.
Be free.
So, in the instance that a prisoner gets a bench trial like today,
Yes.
I came into this with half food because I went down right before to not having eaten
Oh,
before.
I'm
Yeah, I
about to go
can't-
down.
I
In
came
fact, I'm
out-
about to ask Shimmick to go get us some
I am
tacos.
too.
Yeah, I came
So
out
we're
bad.
all about to go down. So what's there to stop that in the next case that someone gets an immediate bench trial, like what you were talking about, where we have a day where we do them all at
Maybe
once,
I
and
could
if someone
ask-
gets arrested, they get an immediate one.
Maybe I could
Like, what's
ask.
to stop that from going down?
Maybe I could ask the powers that be to put in a vending machine on a coffee machine.
Excuse me. Hello.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Come in. Can I help you?
Hello. With the state police.
This
Good to
is
meet you
our.
all.
Can you
witness
approach,
that never
please? I
got
can't hear
called to
you.
stand.
Oh hey.
Hello.
Hi, I'm the director with the state police. I don't know if we've officially met before. I'm
We haven't.
confused, and I need to have clarification, please.
Sure.
So, so I can better like set my department and all the other officers and deputies up for success. Like,
Body
Sure.
cams. That's it. Body cam.
It's
how
not.
much weight does an officer's word hold? Because there are plenty of things that I witness that I can articulate and say, I witnessed this person beat the shit out of somebody.
Mhm.
And if that's not going to hold up in court, I might as well just be fucked and turn in my badge. I'm concerned. I need help.
So in that case, it's Austin, right? Your name's Austin?
Yeah, Austin Clarkson State Police.
In that
Director,
specific
Cooper,
case,
whatever.
would you not have bruising, blood, pictures, even like, would you not have those three
Let's
things?
say, hypothetically, that somebody just got knocked the fuck out. Excuse me, I should not be swearing. Let
Mhm.
me take this back a step. They get
Yo, Shimmick,
knocked
can you go get us some
out
tacos real quick?
brutally, and they don't have any kinds of injuries that are visibly seen. Like one of those like knockout games, or like you're walking down the street and then homeboy comes up behind you, is like, surprise penis, and then hits you in the back of the head and you're out cold.
Okay.
Like maybe there's nothing there for anybody to see,
Mhm.
but like maybe I'm a cop on the other side of the street and I was like, oh, that dude just hit the knockout game. All right, I got to go arrest that guy.
Sure.
Would you not have medical expenses for that patient if they got knocked out and had to go to the hospital?
Well, that's fine, but I'm saying like,
there's some medical
what
records.
is the weight that my word is gonna hold up in court?
Here's my thing,
Just
Austin.
the same as like I see a car go through a red light.
Mhm.
I don't. There's no way for me to say like, oh, I had a camcorder positioned on my dashboard at the time, and I was recording it.
Mhm.
Like, I'm worried that like anything that I do now is going to be like, nope, nope.
So here's
What you
my
saw, it didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Austin. Here's my
Yeah.
thing. Okay. In a courtroom, what precedent is being set if every case has 2 officers, right? Like in usual facts,
Yes.
let me finish. In usual facts, let's say 2 officers are in every scene, right? Let's
I'll
say Joe Blow sends in a court trial, and let's say in this case, the 2 officers are going to perjure themselves, right? And they say something that's not true or whatever. The thing is what I'm looking for is a little bit more than
But,
just.
I mean, in their case,
Hold
I
on,
don't
let
know
me
what they
finish,
could have
Austin.
provided.
Austin, I'm not finished my point, please.
I'm
My
sorry, I'm
point.
impatient.
My point is that I just want a little bit more. I'm not looking for you to bend over backwards. All right, that's horseshit. What I'm looking for is a little bit of blood, a shell casing, a picture, a vehicle, a proof that he has actually, he or she has actually drove the vehicle. Something a little bit more than just witnesses, because if it's just witnesses, in the case of like just law enforcement, right? Let's, in the same case what we just had here, just law enforcement, it's going to be every case.
Well, hell yeah, it's going to be. I mean,
exactly.
that's the
What
reason
kind
why
of
we're
precedent are we
entrusted to
setting?
uphold the law.
I understand, but it's not, in my mind, in this case, there wasn't enough to say without a reasonable doubt that he did it, in my opinion.
I mean, he did run. He ran.
But where's the physical evidence that he wasn't?
I can't prove without a reasonable doubt that he wasn't told to run.
I mean, now, because of this court case, though, like the precedent's made that
That's what I said.
anybody reasonably could say, well, they entrapped me because they told me to run, and you have nothing to prove me otherwise, so I am not guilty by default.
What stops you?
Most other times they would
Hold
have
on, defense.
something else.
What stops you from telling your guys and gals, saying, "Hey, this judge is just looking for a bit more. Whatever you can give him."
I don't know what more we can provide, Judge. I can't.
In this
begin to
case, I didn't
understand.
get anything. There
We do
was
not
evidence
issue
to be
body
obtained.
cams, their defense attorney. We don't.
I wasn't looking for body cams. I wasn't looking for body cams. If I had, let's say if I had 4 people, let's increase the level. If I had 4 officers there who all witness it, I probably would have went with the prosecution there. Reason being, it's just in numbers. If they're all going to perjure himself, am I
But,
really
mean,
going to
it's
believe that they're going to?
2 deputies that are standing there saying that this guy ran on his own accord.
Yes.
It's word of mouth, though. It's 2 versus 1.
Absolutely, but
At
they're
the
law
end of the
enforcement
day,
officers.
At the end of the day, there was no physical evidence. They didn't even bring up his criminal record.
There is no physical evidence. The evidence is that he chose to run.
His criminal record would be a big piece of evidence if there is one.
Criminal record could have been great for this case.
Okay.
If they mentioned
pattern of behavior, sure.
Yes, pattern of
Let's
behavior
say-
would have been
let's
awesome.
say- Let's say
That would have
Nick
turned the
Jardine
case around
tomorrow.
entirely.
Let's say Nick Jardine tomorrow runs from the police and says that they told him to run. He doesn't have a criminal record.
How many police were there?
Let's
How-
say I-
what kind
let's
of
say I'm
evidence
the
to
one
be
that pulled him
collect?
over. I am a solo operating police officer. I
Sure.
pulled him over by myself.
So you're saying throughout that whole, let's say if he runs, right? Throughout the whole pursuit, there isn't anything you get. There isn't a scrap of evidence, whether it be,
Well, that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. Like we have plenty of evidence that that guy ran. We have
None of it
we
was
have evidence he
provided
ran.
other than
What
The
evidence
thing
do you
that's in
have?
dispute here is like whether the deputy said that.
Oh,
that's,
shit.
that's a tough day at the office for you.
Yeah,
the
I'm almost
deputy
there too.
said
So
that they told him to run or not. Like that's what this case hinged on. So with that said, like again, anybody could say, because there's nothing that I can do to provide evidence that says that I said or did not say this.
It also doesn't help that my client wasn't taken care of.
I
don't give a
didn't.
fuck what your
I
client
didn't.
wanted or didn't get.
I didn't
I'm-
judge that
I'm
as
here to dispute
heavily
the law.
as
The
I
law
was
does not say
speaking
anything
about the
about
law.
me going to Burger Shot and putting a burger in his mouth.
That's what I said. Show us the policy.
So if you have a prisoner in your custody
All right,
for
up and at 'em.
30
Get up to your
minutes to
feet
an
there, sir.
hour, it's not your job to make sure they're taken care of for their well-being.
I don't know. Until the state of San Andreas tells me that I have to, it ain't my responsibility. They
It
should
should be the person's responsibility to carry the supplies that they need to survive a day.
Who are
to
you,
day.
sir? Why are you
I'm
stepping in
Bartender.
my?
No,
I've
get
had
out of
enough-
here.
I've had enough of this guy saying
Get-
he
get
provided
out.
client food.
Get out.
He told us he didn't want.
Get
fucking
out.
He didn't bring him food because he said he didn't want it.
Be gone.
I'm not buying a.
I just want to be able to empower the law enforcement to do what's right. And I feel
Okay.
like I'm pigeonholed right now, and I'm confused, and I'm stuck.
Okay, let me.
There's very few times that I'm confused and stuck.
Austin, please let me talk. Sweet, merciful.
I
Listen.
am letting you talk, Judge. You can talk whenever you want. This is your office.
We
you
love
can
you,
you could
Austin.
kick me out.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Just
And-
for the record, I told the mayor that I was getting fired when I walked in here.
This is what I'm gonna say, and this is gonna be the final point on it, and then I'm gonna go the fuck to bed because it's way too late to be arguing about this.
What do you mean? I have 3 more hours.
So
in my shift.
here's the deal. All right, here's what I want the police to do. Anything, and I mean fucking anything. You got a snail, you got a little bit of paint, you got someone's breath in a window. Like, I just want a little bit more. I'm not asking for much here,
Well,
guys.
my word versus
I'm not
theirs?
asking for much. If you can get another person on pursuit, if you can get, let's say 3 deputies, right? 3, that's a little bit more reasonable, right? 3 witnesses. If you can get a fingerprint in the car, if you can get body cam, that would be fantastic. But, not everybody can have body cam. They're expensive. I get it. Bullet casings, blood, fingerprints on guns, serial numbers, past crime. Speaking to his friends to see what kind of person he is. I'm just looking for a little bit more than just a few, just 2 deputies. I don't
This
think
was
that's
a cut and close case, in my opinion. The guy ran, he got arrested, and we're here.
I
It was pretty,
disagree.
open and closed.
I disagree.
And he found some loophole that said these people entrapped me,
Mhm.
and he got off scot free.
So, not to be rude or disrespectful or anything, because that's really not the way I mean for this sound. But are you
I'm
saying
not trying to be
my
rude.
client committed perjury?
Hell yeah.
So it's one cop's word versus his because the other one didn't hear the conversation, and he said he didn't really hear the conversation. So it's one cop's word versus his, and you expect the judge to make a call just off
Yes,
of that.
absolutely. Because as a
That-
law
that's not
enforcement
fair at all.
officer, they are trained to uphold the highest integrity of the law.
If we're being 100% honest here, if it comes down to he said, she said, and it's one officer versus one criminal, we will not have any bench trials. It just wouldn't be worth it. Period.
I mean, it should swing in law enforcement's favor because they are in the position to
It
uphold
should
the law.
not, because y'all are in the position where you have the burden of proof. If there
And
is
we do
no
have the
hard
burden of proof.
evidence, then you
We
do
are
not have the upper
trained
hand
to
in that case.
provide to the letter of the law what exactly happened and what crimes were exactly committed.
Gentlemen, that'll be all. Please leave my office. Thank you
Okay.
for coming.
Hey, for the record, I came in here to argue all this stuff. Those 2 deputies perjured the shit out of themselves, and they should be ashamed.
Did they?
'Cause I guarantee you, those motherfuckers ended up entrapping that guy. But that's besides the fact. He's off scot-free now. Y'all have a great day.
Listen, it's on them then. I feel no guilt.
Yeah, fuck those deputies. All right.
All right, I feel better now. Thanks.
Sounds like a new policy. If you don't have a body cam, minimum 3 officers.
Just switch that fucking conversation around. Jesus Christ, guys, what the fuck? All right, I want to open up the SOP. Even though Jay Verdin can't see this, I'm opening this up out of character because I want to check. Because I'm pretty sure that the SOP does say that you are responsible for the subject's well-being. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna quickly look responsible, well-being. Because there's something about custody. Let me just search up custody. Because there should be. Okay, this is what it says. Law enforcement converge as a single unit and take custody of present suspects. This is in regards to gang shootouts, by the way, but it gives you something. To render aid when necessary. So that's the talk, and I'm sure it's said somewhere else. I'm looking. But it's like you should be rendering aid. I would put, giving them food as rendering aid, but let's look. Let's see if there's anything around custody. Because there fucking should be. Right? Alright. An arrest can only take place when there's a probable cause. Yada yada yada. Soft cuffs should be utilized. Yep. Booking processing. Okay. I'm speed reading. Mug shots must be relevant. Holy shit, there's so much. Chargers only. Okay. For the respectful amount. No, it's not. It should be in there, though. What the heck? Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not want to go to sleep this late. I didn't. And cops can be upset all they want. Because the thing is, right, it's just my opinion. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. So they can be mad. They can be sad. They can be angry. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I think it was fun RP. I didn't appreciate that everyone just got mad at my response and just started lighting up Twitter. And also, Austin saying that they perjured themselves is probably the truest thing he's ever said. But yeah, if anybody does that to me again, I will be, contempt. Putting contempt. So, where is he going? Alright, but this has been a great scene, It was my first case, so maybe I did make a mistake, right? But the thing I'm working with is the verbiage of reasonable doubt. And the thing is about reasonable doubt is if there is a doubt in your mind, you shouldn't be sending them. You really shouldn't. But if I was going to play devil's advocate for a second, and I know this is really going to stir the pot, technically, even if they did tell him that he should run, keyword should, he would still break the law if he listened to that. Because it didn't say free to go. I feel like in my mind that's how it works. It doesn't matter. It's fun, Like, we're talking about such a small-ass case, a small-ass charge. And if this gets all the police to hate me, it is what it is. I'm going to play both sides here. That's the whole point about being a judge. And I hope, and mind you, this wasn't my goal. I don't want anybody to think of this. But I hope that criminals and civilians alike understand just because I play cop doesn't mean I'm going to be biased in the way of, being completely in this cop's favor. Not to say that I did that purposely, because I truly think the police were wrong. And they didn't have enough evidence. That's what I truly think. Truly. I don't think there was enough evidence. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring us to the end of today's stream. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I know it's very late. I know it's tomorrow. I know I'm very tired. My head's hot. That was a lot of information. But it's just roleplay. Everyone's, playing a character. And if anyone comes out of me out of character about this, I'm going to slap your nose off. Thank you very much. See you later. Man, I love when I play my music. It's just right at the end of the song. Fucking great. No problem, Don. Have a good one.